All right. What's up, everyone? Long time no see. Go ahead and get this music started. Get the party started. All right. Let's go ahead and switch over here. All right. Oh, what the hell is wrong with my green screen? There's like a little like of a fading in the background. All right. If it gets to be too annoying, I'll fix it. But let's say hi to chat first. Let's see. Jeff Jefferson, hello. Good to see you, my friend. Otin, good morning. Good afternoon. Good morning, my friend. Let's see. Alif, thank you so much. How's it going, my friend? Good to see you. Let's see. Bedarius, hello, crew. Hello, captain. How you guys doing? We're doing good, man. Let's see. Hello, ABC crew. Good to see you. Plague Mountain. Hey, guys. Welcome, my friend. How you doing? 4X Yo, bro. What's up? Doing good, man. How you doing? Let's see. Morning, ABC fam. Good to see you. Let's see. Jeff Jefferson, do you guys think 29K today? It's definitely possible. Vlad, yo. What's up, man? How you doing? Good to see you, Vlad. Bedarius, wow, almost 1.5K subs. Dan, Johnny, who will reach a million first? Bitcoin or Johnny? Oh, let's be realistic. Let's be realistic here. Probably Bitcoin. Vlad, Johnny, I'm glad you're on my side, Vlad, but I'm not even on my side. Trend is still up. Mark Z, we'll see. It looks good so far. It looks interesting. I'm excited either way, but we can go ahead and talk about it. Yep, 29,391 would make sense for a top. We'll definitely see about that. I see a cup and handle to 30K sharp. Definitely. Let's see. FBK Nismo, the channel deserves more subscribers, no cap. I appreciate that, my friend. Thank you so much. How you doing? Good buddy yourself. We're doing good. You know, the weather's not as nice as it was the last 2 days, but you know what? It's not gonna let us. Let's see. It's not gonna let us bring us down. But boo to these prices, yeah, it's unfortunate. XRP shorts killing my profits. How much are you risking, Alif? It will make an impact, but it shouldn't completely kill all the profits. Someone has to have your back, YouTube wise and hangover wise. Yeah, those are definitely needed. I appreciate that, Vlad. I appreciate that. You gotta re-enter each short. If we get back below, yes, I will, Sky Knight. We'll go ahead and talk about that here shortly. Let me go ahead and let's go ahead. I said let's go ahead twice. Let's go ahead and get things started. Let's get the ball rolling. Let's talk TA here. So if you guys were here yesterday, I kind of streamed unannounced because when it comes to these like Fed news, Fed announcements, I don't necessarily go ahead and just, you know, plan that stream ahead, or maybe I will in the future. But it was fun. If you guys showed up, you guys were here. Thank you so much for tuning in. We were just, you know, just being a bunch of degenerates watching the 1 minute chart, seeing how Jerome Powell or what he says, and also the Fed news that coming out, decided to see how the markets would react to it. It's fun. It's not anything serious. You know, we enter our trades. If we enter our trades, we enter our trades in stream. But it was one of those things where we just kind of kick back, see what happens, just watch from afar, grab our popcorn, have a good time. But yeah, it was definitely fun. Maybe I'll definitely do more of those in the future. Obviously, I know it only comes out really once a month, so maybe we'll do something fun. We'll figure something out. But definitely had a great time. So thank you guys for tuning in. But for those who weren't here for that, or maybe didn't watch the rerun, pretty much long story short, things haven't really changed that much for BTC. As long as we're continuously above this line, you know, I'm not saying that it's guaranteed we're gonna go up, but the probabilities are higher that we continue the uptrend. It's not until we get a push back below that pivot around 25,314, which is I hate this song. Which genres are you listening to? Okay. But going back to what I was saying before, was as long as until we get back below this pivot above this A at around 25,314, you know, that's where we're going to be a little bit more bearish. At least the probabilities for more downside are going to be increased. We'll have to see how this goes. I mean, at this point, even the smallest pullbacks are just getting eaten up. So I definitely think if we're not going to be pumping here soon, I definitely think we're going to be caught up in some chop. So luckily, in this region, we're not going to have to worry about taking positions unless price dramatically moves in our favor. But yeah, that's pretty much it for BTC, unfortunately. Not really much to talk about when it comes to BTC. There's other coins that we're trading that we're currently in. Some things I do want to highlight, but that's pretty much it for BTC. Let's go ahead and do Ethereum real quick. So as you can see, Ethereum has been a pain in the butt. Unfortunately, it does happen. It's something that, how do I say this? It's something that does cause a little bit of a headache. But to be honest, if we do continue to pump the upside, like I said, it's a balance of probabilities. As long as we're above this region or above the previous A, around 1745. Well, I have 1749. Come on. All right, 1745. I guess I could just change the input here. 1744. I'm just gonna match what the line says. All right, so as long as we're below that line, we do have a probabilities for continuing more downside, but as you can see, we've been fighting in that region. It definitely has been giving us a headache. I'm sticking to my guns on this. At some point, we are going to make a decision. Unfortunately, stuff like this does happen, and we do get caught up in chop. It sucks. I'm not gonna lie, but it's part of the process, guys. We don't know how price is going to react. It might give us a little bit of a hard time in this region before it makes a decision. You know, we are, I mean, at least I am. I hope some of you guys are in that position too, but I am in that long position. So if we do continue to pump, hopefully we can make a significant move, put in some sort of continuation setup, take profit, you know, kind of wash that set of trades away, focus on the next setups. You know, I do my best to try to take as many reasonable trades as I can without spreading myself too thin. So when situations like this do happen, we can still walk away with something at the end of the day. I'm trying to think of for anything else for ETH. You guys pretty much know the main levels. If you guys don't know, I'll go ahead and go over that quick. Pretty much the main levels at the moment is if we continue to push up, I'm expecting for us to test 2032. If we put in a higher high, come back below, I definitely think we have a possibility of putting in this ABC. It's something I will absolutely attempt. All right. But after this, if we just pump straight through 2032 and never put a level back below, I won't short it. Or if we kind of put in one little retest, get stopped out, and then keep going, I'll go ahead and just let it go. I'll take the loss on that. To me, this is a gigantic setup, right? This is consider more of a much larger macro potential B wave, right? If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, this could be looking at a part of a larger A to a B to a C, right? If we put in a higher high and then put in and come back in reverse, we have the potential of coming all the way back down to the lower low. Doesn't mean it's going to happen. That's more the bearish option. The bullish option is that we're going to go ahead and assume that maybe this is a bottom, right? If this is a bottom, we still have an ABC here, but maybe this is part of a larger A. We're looking for a larger B to a larger C. Regardless of what happens, if we do not put in a significant retracement after putting that higher high above 2032, if we just keep pumping, we might have to go ahead and reevaluate our situation. But at the moment, that's probably the main scenario, or the main scenarios I'm looking for ETH at the moment. If we do go ahead and maybe we don't put in a higher high right away, but if we come back down, put in a larger retracement back below 1744, I'll take that short. Maybe we'll take a continuation setup, try to catch the next available move if we can, or at least go ahead and lock in some profits. But pretty much that's the most important thing to keep an eye on. It's just a waiting game. It's just a waiting game. There's no long setups that I have besides the one that I'm currently in. If you guys don't know, I took this trade kind of like at a last minute, and I'm sorry if you guys missed out on this. But on a 1 hour, you know, I'm zoomed out. This is the most amount of zoom price action I can see. On a 1 hour perspective, we went A to a B to a C. I personally did not take the lower one. I waited till this entry here and I took it, and I'm still currently holding it. So if we continue to push upward, for me, like I said, it'll kind of balance things out for me. If we dump, I'll take the short. Maybe we'll get into a situation to where maybe it's just a smaller pullback. I don't get stopped out. We just keep going. I really don't know, guys. I really don't know. all I can do is tell you guys, hey, these are the highest probability setups. We got to go ahead and wait and wait for price to make a decision, take the trades as necessary, and hopefully we can go ahead and walk away with profit. So that's pretty much it what I have for ETH. Let's go ahead and let me catch up on chat because I haven't. Let's see. Where's the ham emoji? I have to wait, Vlad. I just can't add emojis yet. I have to wait till I get ability to add emojis. Unless I'm wrong, I'll look into that if I'm wrong. But from what I've heard, I can't. From what I tried looking at, I can't add emojis yet. But I promise I will. Let's see. Smash the like buttons. Imagine he liked the bunnies your girlfriend. Oh God. Oh no. You guys get a little bit too vulgar in here. XRP spot is juicing. We were being more than degens yesterday. Absolutely, brother. Yep. I was day drinking. Kind of want to again today. Joe, you can do whatever you want. If you want to party with us, go ahead. I ain't gonna stop you. Prateesh will definitely cheer you on though. Jeff Jefferson, feel jealous. Let's see. Whiskey, which brand? Beers have now. All right. I've had that 2031 marked out for months. Yeah, brother, it's gonna take a while for us to get there. You know, especially after putting that larger pullback, I had a feeling that we would, you know, it would be a while till we had a test of that region, but obviously it's a significant separation in trend for me. So, let's see. Next time, try to build a killer bee cocktail from country. Make your own. Search on YouTube, you will fly. I'll check it out. Okay. XLM setting up too. Yeah, I can definitely take a look at that. Let me just get through the main coins at first. If you guys have any questions for me, anyway, if you guys want me to look at something, if you have any questions about the strategy, the setups, anything in between, please let me know. You know, guys, I do these streams for you guys to get introduction to me, introduction to the strategy, show you guys what it's capable of, and then from there, if you guys have any questions, you definitely can go ahead and learn more as much as you can. I don't hide anything behind these live streams. I won't hide from certain questions. The goal with this platform and with how I do this is to allow you guys to learn everything that you can, be able to do this on your own just from watching the live streams. But I'll go into details about that later. LTC has been an absolute pain in the butt as well, but we can see we got a significant pump above the region of entry here. There's two possible scenarios of what could be going on. To be honest, guys, I don't know if I really want to keep shorting LTC at the moment, man. It's just been an absolute pain in the butt. I know LTC is a great coin to spot buy. We've been focusing on this setup here for a very long time. It did come back down and respect this region for a little bit, but we kind of went ahead and pumped straight through it. And if it's unfortunate. But now we can kind of wait back and see. If we dance around this region, maybe I'll take it. I know we have something like this forming. An A. Looks like we have an A, B, C to a B to a possible C. That is very well possible, but I'm not going to take that smaller entry. I'm going to wait for the bigger one to kind of confirm it. The entries are so close to each other anyway. Just for me, it's just more of a confirmation that if price is going to go ahead and pump lower, like we go off a base of probabilities here. So hopefully we can go ahead and catch the higher probability setup. That is the bullish, well, I guess that's short-term bearish, medium to long-term bullish. That's one option. The other option, the other available scenario that we can be possibly looking at is maybe this was some sort of, let me compare setups here. Okay. What I would think is this is possibly turning into a larger ABC here. I'll be honest with you, I don't know if I'm going to take that. So I think if we do keep significantly pumping, I don't know. It's hard for me to tell. I'll kind of have to wait to see how price behaves if we continue to pump. If LTC doesn't move while Bitcoin's flying, that might indicate something else, or vice versa. If BTC doesn't move and LTC starts flying, I'm not going to go ahead and expose myself any further That's pretty. Hold on, this song is weird. I'm on the fence about this. I'm on the fence, but if you guys want to take that, go ahead. That is a much better, clear setup than the last one, to be honest. If this is going to be a situation where this is larger A to a B to a C, guys, I'm just kind of just processing this at the moment. This is weird. I almost want to say, if I take all this drawings off, I almost want to say that this is a larger ABC here, but I'm not the biggest fan of this. Just because the pullback is much more significant, the separation in trend is much more significant than any of the other pullbacks we had in this uptrend. So for me personally, I might have to go with this, but even still, I really don't know if I'm going to take that setup if we do continue to pump up there, though. But definitely mark that just in case, so you guys know it's a significant setup. Do you have to take it? No. But if you are going to want to wait for LTC to put in a higher high, and you're going to wait for that and not take the smaller entry, or the one that we talked about, or the one that we've the one that we've been taking over the past week or so, I probably would prefer that one over the current one, to be honest. So I'll let you guys do that information as you must. I might go ahead and just delete that alert, to be honest, but we'll see. We'll see. And then we'll do XRP. So XRP has been dancing around this region. I had a feeling, I told you guys you could have taken it. It's a good setup, but when it comes to like S coins like this, just be aware that you can get into a sticky situation to where you're getting stopped out multiple times. And I even understood that with taking the long entry down here. I understood that, I could get myself in this situation where things can get kind of sticky. We don't go ahead and put in a move right away. We might get we might get stopped out a couple times before making a move. It was something I'm aware of. It was something I wanted to take. I thought it was worth taking. Same thing with this. Just be aware. You could be in a messy situation to where you could get stopped out a couple times if you're playing this. So just be wary. Be careful. But it's a valid setup, guys. I'm not going to get mad. I'm not going to say don't do it. It's a valid setup. But to be honest, there's other coins I'd rather short than XRP. All right, that's an ABC there. If we fail, we can go ahead and put in a higher high here. Have this turn into a larger A, to a B, to a C. All right. Ultimately, I prefer that level to be tested, so we'll wait and see how this behaves if we do continue to pump. That's going to be fantastic for our long setup. I'm very excited to go ahead and capitalize on that if that is the case. What else? What other coins are we in? Just BNB at the moment. So right now we just have an XRP long, ETH long, BNB short. I got stopped out of ETH and LTC. Where is I don't have BNB on my list. Let's see how BNB is doing. All right, so BNB is still looking like it's dancing below that region, that larger pivot that we talked about last stream. I mentioned it in the group, but we did have a much larger ABC here. All right, as long as BNB is below at 338.20 region, my entry's at 335.90. So I didn't get the best entry, but it was still below that pivot. So we'll have to wait and see how this behaves. If we get a pullback, hopefully to ride the momentum of a larger potential pullback here in the near future. If we keep pumping, The next resistance is at 398.60. From there, we'll just keep going. We'll have to just wait and see, to be honest. It really depends how BTC behaves. If this is a much more aggressive bull run than we possibly were thinking about, we can go ahead and kind of let shorts go, let the longs play out. We can go ahead and take advantage of that upside swing as much as we can. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the coins that we're in. Let me go ahead and make sure I didn't miss anything in chat. Got knocked out of AVAX long, sadly. Currently an ABC set up on 1 minute chart. Of course, I zoomed out as much as I can. Don't worry, Johnny, I learned. That's a good one, Bit Areas. Let's see, Jack Black. The LTC short setup, it makes a higher high, will complete a 5-wave structure as well. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, definitely has the outline of one. I don't necessarily look for 5-wave structures, but yeah, it would make sense. I think 88 long is 88 is coming up on a long. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. But first, let's do XLM. I know Alif mentioned that earlier. Looks like XLM already put it on a higher high. So, man, I'm on a 4-hour, and this is clear as day. To me, this is an ABC. Long as XLM is below that pivot at around 0.9786, I'll definitely would consider that a good short entry. Not financial advice. I'm not taking this. But if you guys were able to plot this on your own and take that trade on your own accord, absolutely wouldn't have any problems against that. Now let's do ADA. Oh, are you talking about the macro, Joe? Or are you talking about this one? All right, so looks like we put in a possible B wave if we do pull back and reverse. The next available setup I would consider for 88 at the moment. You know, I'm on it 2 hours, as clear as day. I would definitely consider that a good position to take. I might actually, I might buy some spot down here if we do come back down and put in that lower low. I might add a little bit more to my bag. 88 is probably gonna be a decent, not a major bag holder of mine this bull run. I think it's gonna be a decent one. I have a couple other coins I want to hold, but I'm looking for more spot buy accumulation areas versus leverage trades. But yeah, besides that, you have that macro pivot. You know, this is where I've been buying most of my ADA. Unfortunately, it hasn't worked out the best at times, but you know, we kind of let price do what it do. Allow price to set up, go show us the available setups, and we can go ahead and take it from there. BTC bullish, the like button's bearish. Conflicting, very conflicting. Like 38 cents. 38 cents. You should have 88 long or short. I don't see a long setup here. Did you see that Tradingview has a traditional AOA pattern indicator now? Does it? Is it an indicator or a tool? Oh. Whoa. That's actually pretty damn cool. Can it not do it on like a higher time frame? That's kind of dumb. Let's see. Clapshow, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hope you're doing well. I was looking at Coinbase chart, wicked out 38 cents, but out on Bybit. Coinbase chart. All right, so it works on a smaller time frame. Wicked out at 38 cents. On a long setup? The macro APs. Joe, is it a long or a short? BetaBot, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. May 13th. Oh, this. Oh, okay. My apologies, Joe. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You're right. On Coinbase, it's slightly different. Let's see. Maybe a little bit late. Can you please look at CRV USD, please? Absolutely. I see. If you're talking about that one, yeah. Did you get in? All right, BetaBot. Same thing stands. There's two options I see on the table right now. Long opportunity would be off of this ABC. Do we need to get a lower low past 80 cents or 80? I'll be a little more exact. 80 and a half cents around there. If we can get below MAC above there, take that long position. All right. If not, the other option, the bearish option. Even if we put in a lower low, we could still go ahead and put in a larger B wave. You can still come up and test that C up here. It's around $1.30-ish. Those are pretty much your two main. Those are pretty much your two main scenarios. Is it valid though? Yes. If you're looking at that setup, Joe, yes, that is a valid long setup. That's more of a macro play, to be honest. I wouldn't be using the same trade setup. I wouldn't be using a smaller. I would use a much larger stop loss on a trade like that, and kind of use it more as a macro swing play. But yes, you are correct, Joe. FBK Nismo short. He was looking at a much larger one. I know he was talking about it's. I have to go to like a. It's different on this chart, just because it's Bybit. But he's talking about this one on Coinbase. It was a lower wick. But he's talking about this one. I was just confused because the Coinbase chart is slightly different. Let's see. See, Dennis. Hi, man. Can you take a look at 1 inch, please? Absolutely. All right. So let's go ahead and talk about 1 inch on a much larger macro perspective. We have an A to a B to a C because I haven't looked at this coin before, so I got to look at this from a macro. Well, let me change the song. There we go. All right. So we have a macro ABC. Within that C wave, we have another ABC. And we're currently fighting in that region now. So a good, not financial advice, is something I would do if I was looking to buy 1 inch on spot. I would definitely pick some up in this region. That's just me personally. Not like I said. You can come up with your own analysis based on how I do things and my parameters. This is something I would look for. This is a good setup for me. So as long as we're above that 51.3, or 51.4, definitely a good area to buy some spot. Like I said, that's just my opinion, not financial advice, but we'll have to see how it holds. But yeah, it's a good spot. I don't really see anything long or short wise at the moment. We do have a scenario to where we can get something like this. Oh, I don't know what I was doing. That's supposed to be red. That's supposed to be a green line. All right. So if we do get a lower low past that 41.1 region, definitely an opportunity to take a possible long position. We do have something like that playing out. If we do continue to pump, we do have the availability of this happening. So we put in a higher high. Around 69.8. All right, and so if we get back above there and reclaim that level back below, something like this, definitely an opportunity to short that. But that's just my opinion. It's not bad for a coin like this. Not bad. I think we missed a dot long as well. Do I have dot on my list? I don't know if I have dot on my list, Joe. Not really. Well, unless I gotta look macro. Technically, yes. I see where you're coming from. Technically, yes. From a macro position, yes, we had a retest of that level, and we're currently back above. But yeah, this is more of a macro buy zone for me. The more price kind of fluctuates in this region, I'm not saying I will go ahead and buy every single time, but that's a good area for me to buy spot and accumulate my spot position if I was looking to pick up some. Let's see. I'm sorry, I'm gonna try to pronounce your name. Thurinda. I'm sorry if I butchered that. Perthish, if you're still in here, let me know if I was relatively close, or you can let me know as well if I was close. Can you analyze BTC? Absolutely. So, whoa. Did I put that there? Oh yeah, this is a bigger chart that I did. So as of right now, to be honest, as long as we're above this line, which is above this level here, as long as we're above this region here, we are technically bullish, but if we can get back below, not so good. So things are looking okay. Does ABCs work on RSI? I haven't really tried that, Drew. That's a good question. Hype hit the likes. Thank you so much, Josh V. I really do appreciate it. BTC is giving back the gains. It does happen, deshuffle. We'll have to see how it goes. Like I said, I'm not short or anything on BTC at the moment. It is causing a little bit of headaches on different coins, but that's part of the process. It's part of the process. You would think RSI divergence wouldn't work. UCTPs. Oh, Jeff Jefferson, I'm so sorry for I'm so sorry. I know you messaged me last night. I had to hop into a meeting with someone, with David actually. Had to hop on a call with him, and I was on a call with him for like 2 hours yesterday, and I completely forgot. I'm so sorry. So depending on where you're long from, I mean, if you can get another low here, that would be, like I said, what you sent me was a relatively small time frame setup. So it's kind of hard for me to give you the best point you in the best direction. I forgot, where did you say you were in your short from? I'll pull it back up. $22,170. To be honest, Jeff Jefferson, you're in a really good spot. Oh, at 22.4. To be honest, I'm saying you're in a decent spot. If we come back below this one more, that green line, 26,614, I would take it. Just because it's not the best position to be in. What is this song? Hold on. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to start adding songs that are relatively close to what we like to listen to. Let's see what my safe playlist is like. 25 tracks, an hour and a half. Yeah, let's do that. Let's play through this track. Play this playlist. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. Let's see. But yeah, I'm sorry about that, Jefferson. Like I said, I hopped into a call. I completely forgot. I was going back and forth with David a lot for a lot of things. But yeah, going back to your question, I honestly think just because your situation, the long setup isn't from a much lower point, I'd be a little bit more cautious. I would say just take it if we cross back below. If we don't cross back below, let it keep running. Let it run. Let's see. You guys notice everything went down yesterday, even on the DXY? I haven't taken a look at the DXY yet. I know we watched it live while it was happening. Yeah. So I drew this out yesterday. It can still get there. So keep in mind, you know, we could be in from one more larger push. If the DXY puts in a lower low, reclaims that level on a much larger time frame, like on a 3 hour, that's a clear bullish setup. So I'll definitely keep that in mind. We have to get that cross back above though. That's very important. So, you know, if we do decline on the dollar more, that can lead to more upside temporarily. If we, like I said, if we cross back above and start pumping, reversing, that could be a pullback that we're looking for, or maybe a possible top. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Let's see. Oh, no, sorry, 22.17. Let me just go ahead and... I'm sorry, Jeff Jefferson, I'm all over the place. I'm just going off base what you're telling me. 22.170. To be honest, I would just hold it. Just like I'm holding ETH. I'm almost in a similar position with ETH. If I was in this position too, I would just hold it. Let's see. So you mean stop loss at 26.6. Yeah, that'd be a decent one. 22.6, yeah. Or 26.6, sorry, 26.6. On the DXY, if it gets back above B, would that be enough for a short? Absolutely, yeah. We can still, but that's if we don't put in a new low. So for the DXY, Joe, if we don't put in a new low, yes, we can absolutely get something like this. But remember, that's only contingent if we do not get a lower low past the previous pivot. That's the other option. All right. So let's see. I'm all caught up. Yeah, I'm all caught up for now. So if you guys are interested, all right. I am gonna be releasing something very soon. All right. I'm working on things in the background. I was gonna wait, but then I realized I can do things, approach this a little bit differently. But I promise I will let you guys know. If you guys are interested in joining the Discord, all right, you get access to real-time updates from me. All right, whether it's trade setups, I'll start posting my live streams on a different channel. If you go to Johnny's videos, that'll be where I give you guys, let you guys know where I'm gonna go ahead and go live. You guys get access to real-time updates from me. You get access to the tutorial videos, which is everything you're gonna need from A to Z with ABC stuff. Not just ABC's leverage trading tutorials if you're new to leverage trading, how to navigate Bybit, how to use the risk calculator properly, how to I go over how I use my more traditional basic spot buying method, and also the most important thing, which is arguably more important than the ABC stuff, is the trading psychology aspect of things. If you guys don't have your trading psychology in check, I promise you, I don't care how good you are at ABCs, you will fail. Trading psychology is more important. Understanding the bigger picture, getting your mindset in the right place is more important than the actual trading stuff itself. So if you guys are interested, please check out the second link in the description. I offer a month to month. There's also a Patreon link down there as well if you want to go ahead and sign up via Patreon. You can try it out for a month, but if you sign up for the lifetime, you get all access to all this, the community forever, as well as you get access to the Trigger Trade bot. You guys don't know what the Trigger Trade bot is it's the bot that I use that allows me to go ahead and manage my trades for me. A lot of the times when I take these trades, I have a bot do it on my behalf. I don't sit there and do it manually. It's been an absolute game changer. It's been allowing me to sleep, allowing me to live my life a little bit. So I definitely think it's worth the value. But I am going to be introducing something here shortly to where if you guys don't want to put the money, I know some of you guys $50 might be a lot to try something out. You're not necessarily too sure you want to try. So I am going to be introducing something for a little bit more of a basic entry. If you guys want to get a really good introduction to ABCs and how I trade. So I'm very excited. I am working on that in the process. I'm going to be releasing it on Patreon and on YouTube. But it is going to be a paid, I guess, tier to where you guys will get access to the videos, as well as I'll be doing exclusive live streams just for you guys who sign up, and so we can get more of a one-on-one experience to go ahead and help you guys learn more, ask you more questions, gives you more time instead of just the actual streams that we do. So I'm very excited to release that here soon. I'm just working on things in the background, setting up a couple of things, and I'll let you guys know when it's out there. So oh, you're finally releasing your new Onlyfans.com/Johnny. No, I'm kidding. Beta just finished watching a documentary on Joel Ortiz. All I have to say is, wow, who is Joel Ortiz? Oh, okay, he's a rapper. I haven't seen that. I kind of know who this guy is. He looks familiar. I'm not too familiar with his music, though. Oh, wait, is he not the rapper? He's the guy who stole $7.3 million in crypto through SIM swapping. Vox Nova. Interesting. Is he a rapper? Wrong, Joel. LOL. Oh. Oh, yeah. Okay. I'll definitely add that to my list. That's pretty cool. It's interesting. Smash the like button. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, Drew. Wrong, Joel. Yeah, wrong, Joel. I think it's on Showtime. Okay. At 26,614, would you close your long and re-enter for continuation if you had a long going, or would you just keep it open? It depends on the entry. In Jeff Jefferson's situation, I would say close and reopen. But in the situation that this is a one and done, a one tap and we're done, definitely a good opportunity to go ahead and just ride the wave. That's why I just don't take profit off the table if you don't need to. Wait for the setup to show you. To be honest, for my traditional way of trading, the reason why I'm not so eager to get rid of the ETH trade is because the ETH setup is much more separated and much, in my opinion, much stronger than this one. So my confidence I'm not saying BTC can't keep going up. It's just the actual structure of the trade itself. It's not big enough for me to take. That's why I didn't take a long position here. On ETH, it was more separated. It was more pronounced. Not by a lot, but if I go to a 30-minute, to me, if I get rid of all of this on my screen, this is a pretty clear setup. So for me, it's enough to take it. On ETH at the moment, I don't have anything that I'd see worth taking it off the table for. Let's see. He got sentenced for 10 years for stealing 7.3 million and still be able to keep it. Really? You didn't have to pay anything back? That's amazing. To be honest, I don't know. Would you guys take that? Let me know in chat. Let's say you stole $7.5 million, and let's say you got caught, and then let's say you had a chance to steal $7.5 million. Let's say you knew you'd go to jail for a decade, but you'd still be able to keep it. Would you take it? Would you guys take it? Let me know in chat. What's the name of the documentary? I don't know. I'm not sure. Vox Nova. What's the name of the documentary? I met some guy on Discord who has his backup code tattooed on his leg. Amazing person. I mean, that's one way to remember. Keepers of the... Okay, that's what it is. Crypto Beehive, got it. If you were to trade a $50,000 account, do you think the risk of 0.5% is good? Asking, yes. You should be, yeah, that's a good risk management strategy, Jeff Jefferson. Gotcha. Not much distance to be confident about the trade. Thanks, brother. No problem, my friend. I spent 10 years in jail for 7 mil any day. Nah. Joe says nah. Yes. Hell yeah. Unless it was a white collar prison. And I disappear. The title is A straight A student who stole $7.5 million. There you go. Okay, that's it. I thought Jeff Jefferson had it. To be honest, if I was 21, yeah, I would take the 7.5 million disappear. I'm 28 now. By the time I get out, I'd be almost 40. I don't know if it'd be worth it at that age. That's just me though. Let's see. Nope, gotta stand before God. That's definitely, yep, that's definitely true, Drew. A regular prison is no joke. I've never been, so I don't know. I've heard stories. I've heard good, I'm not good stories. I've heard really bad stories, and I heard stories that didn't seem so bad. So I don't know. Like, I guess it really depends on where you get sentenced to and who's around. Although he'll get out in 8 years on good behavior. Nope, jail is for the birds. Yeah, that's true. 10 years for 7 mil. I'd be silly not to take that, honestly. Then your coin might have been stolen. That's true, BetaBot. That's a risk. Black beauty machine, guard your grippers in prison. There's the other day, I was actually on, if you guys were on the yesterday stream, so a friend of mine called me, and I was on talking to him for a little bit, and I had to call him after the stream. Turns out there's a kid I went to high school with who like lived in my area, who got arrested on some really, really messed up stuff. I'm not gonna go into details and say, but it's really bad. And it was one of those things to where I'm sure if you guys are like my age, you always, oh, let's see, Black Beauty Machine, thank you so much for subscribing, my friend. I saw you in chat here earlier. Guard your grippers in prison. I appreciate the sub, my friend. If you guys are, if you have any questions about how I trade, how I do things, Black Beauty Machine, please let me know. Or if anyone who else is new in the channel who's just kind of watching, you know, say hello in chat. Let me know if you guys have any questions or concerns. But yeah, a friend of mine, well, a former friend. I was friends with this kid back in middle school, but we kind of separated after that. But it's one of those things where I just did not expect it. I was on the phone with him for a while, kind of talking about it, and then he heard rumors and heard some stories, and it's a really, really, really messed up case, man. I never ever would have expected something like from a kid like that. Let's see. Jail is fine. White collar prison, you could have a lobster. This is a spoiler, so if you don't want to spoil, don't continue reading. All right, I'll stop. I won't read out loud in case you guys want to go ahead and read that. Well, it's in chat, so. See, how's the YouTube channel doing? I haven't checked on the channel in a while. I used to check it like every day, but as soon as I passed like the threshold, I haven't really checked it as much. All right, we're almost at 15, or we're at 1490. Almost at 1490. Thank you guys so much for getting me up there. I really do appreciate it. Let's see. You only regret for 10 years. After that, it's all gravy. Exactly. Like if you're 21, if you're 21 and you go to prison for 10 years, you get out by 31. Like I said, maybe if you get on good behavior, you get out a little bit less. You're not. Let's say you get out 8 years. You're not even 30 yet. You're almost my age, right? And you're walking away with 7.5 million. Like I said, if you're like my age and you something like that, like if you're like almost 30, like I'm 28, If you're almost 30, you know, I don't know if I would take that. It really depends on what the crime is. If it was violent, you are getting PTSD. I don't think so. One of my old friends got caught for SIM swapping. He stole only around 600K and got 8 months in local county jail. The system is just, wow, completely doing its job. Sarcasm. Shower time from, let's see, 10-year supply of soap on a rope. That's a G-Gen move. Throw away your best years of your life for week 7 million. To be honest, I think, I could be wrong. I think if you play your cards right, I think the 20s, when you're 20, from, I would say 22-ish, 23, maybe you get like a year or two of partying out of the way. Or if you're going to college, like let's say you get out by, let's say you're done by college when you're 23, 24, depending on what you go, or what direction you take. I think from 24 to 30, maybe 32, somewhere in that region, you should be working your ass off. I don't think that's the time to have fun. I think when you're 30, I think that's the time to have fun, to be honest. That's just my opinion. 30, you're still young. When it comes to, I feel like if you have a lot of experience under your belt when it comes to, let's say if you want to work towards something, I think you have a lot more energy and focus and mindset to get yourself established. Everyone else is out partying and you know, they're early, mid, and even late 20s. Not too many people are taking the time to work on themselves, build something, build a foundation. I think if you take the time to do so correctly when you're in your mid to late 20s, or even early, let's say early to mid 20s, if you start then, I guarantee by the time you hit the 30-year mark, like about 30 years old, you'll have a good enough foundation to where you can start to kind of relax a little bit, or not relax, or how do I say this? Start focusing more on the fun time, if that makes sense. That's just me personally. What's the ABC long for 20? What's the ABC for 20? No, I'm not taking that. I'm just saying, for a particular example, someone's asking for a continuation setup. I would say they can go ahead and take profit on that. I'm not taking a long off of that setup. Let's see. To be honest, I kind of want to switch my answer. Joe got beat in prison by a corrupt guard who wanted to know where his flash drive was hidden. The kid held up. I'm not gonna lie. Gee, that's messed up. I thought you said you would go to jail while you were young. Yeah, no, I would. If I was in that situation, I would rather prefer jail time, because at the end of the day, you can still get out. You can still get out at 31, have this money. You know, if it doesn't get stolen, I'm just saying best case scenario. If it doesn't get stolen, if you have this 7 million, then you can go ahead and you don't even have to work that much. You can go ahead, you know, put some money in the right places, establish something a lot easier, a lot quicker, and then go ahead and have fun. 23 inside trying to secure my future. That's awesome, Sky Knight. But see, when I was 23, I was just trying to chase tail, drink. Actually, no, wait. No, I would say I was really secure on that. And oh, sorry, I was really not focused on anything until I was probably around like 25, 26. I would say I was 20. Yeah, 26 is when I really started wanting to kind of figure something out for myself. I wish I started when I was 22. Stock market is cooling down, so BTC is cooling down. Possible deshuffle, definitely possible. Niraj, Johnny, I have long AVAX. Take profit level will be. It depends where you got in, Niraj. What's the entry? You should start a podcast with one of the only amazing and trustworthy founder of CryptoZoo, the best and most trustworthy crypto project ever. Are you making Logan Paul jokes in here, Vox? Cheers, Johnny. How's it going? It's going good, J Trader. How you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Want to look at Sol? I'll definitely take a look at Sol. 16,480,841. I mean, you didn't really take it off at ABC. I don't know. It's hard for me to say. If you're trading like zones, like resistances, maybe you could have taken it here, but it's hard for me. I can't really give advice on this type of stuff because I'm not. One, I'm not in the position. Two, it's too small of a set. It's too small of a time frame. Three, you didn't really take it on an ABC setup. And to be honest, it's pretty bearish right now. If we do not continue to pump, this is a reversal setup. Now, if I go to like a 1 to 2 hour, it has the potential of playing into this, where we can come down and test that previous pivot. So, like I said, it's hard for me to say. Yes, 100%. The guys are a loser and a genius. Yeah, you know, they're entertainers, but when it comes to anything else besides that, they kind of have a room temperature IQ. That AVAX level from ABC on January 13th. That high? Oh, February 13th. That's not his entry, though. Unless, Niraj, was it off of this ABC? Because if it was, you were a little early. It's... Let me think about this a little bit. I think, all right, so the one scenario I said is true. Technically, we are above a bullish pivot. If we continue to pump, that $22 region is the next area of resistance. So I'm just going to tell you the levels that matter. If you want to go ahead and make that decision to hold or take profit, I can't dictate that for you. I'll let you know when I do it. Okay. All right. If that's the case, if you took it off the bigger ABC long, yes, I would go ahead and try to at least target 2283. Not financial advice. This is what I would do. So try to target that resistance. Possibly wait for a continuation setup. That's up to you, though. A hodl BTC. Is there a way to take profits or should I sell? Not financial advice. Sell it all. If you're hodling BTC for the long run, it depends on what you have as your main hot. Like, what's your idea? Are you planning for the long run? Are you holding for the very, very long term? Are you kind of looking to like kind of spot trade to where you'll be more willing to sell at certain regions? It also depends on where you bought. How much did you put in? It really depends. There's a lot of stuff that goes into it. But yeah, Niraj, and same thing with you, Joe. I would say if you're on that level, hold it. I'm not too familiar with AVAX, so it's hard for me to say if it really respects ABCs. So a TP level will probably be at that previous high or not, wait for a continuation setup. Okay, I gotta do more research then. Well, if like I said, deshuffle. If you're holding for the long term and you don't care if price drops, then I would just continue to hold. If you're buying at certain regions to try to like take advantage, you're willing to buy and sell sporadically. I would say right now you should be holding. If you try to spot buy, not financial advice, but if you get back below that red line around 25,250, sell it. If we get back above 3% or whatever stop loss you want to use, buy back in. That's the way you would handle shorting. You can't exactly short, but you can't necessarily go ahead and use leverage on it. You can just sell instead of shorting. Isn't it interesting to see BTC lurking around that level? Seems every moment it could pop. Definitely, yeah, definitely possible, Jeff Jefferson. Let's see. I got in 26.5. It's tough. It's tough to call a deshuffle. The only thing I would say, if I was in your shoes, like I said, this is my personal opinion. This is what I would do. If this was me, I would sell if we get back below that red line around 25,256. And if we put in, so this is how I would approach it. If you're going from a spot buying position, how I handle my spot buys, I usually use around like a 5 to 10% stop loss. I'll probably go like 7.5 for this example. All right, come on, it's right there. I hate this so much. There we go. So 7.5% stop loss just for like middle ground. You sell below that line, and if it gets back above your stop loss, just buy back in. That's how I handle my spot trades. Like I said, this is not financial advice. This is just how I handle it. That's the way you can trade without using leverage. Are you going to make as much money? Absolutely not. But it's less risk, less exposure. You are going to lose a little bit, but 7.5% of say $1,000 is $7, right? Yeah, 10% of it. No, I'm stupid. 7.75. I'm stupid. $75. It's not that much. Oh, we're at 1491. Awesome. Thank you guys so much. I do appreciate it. Hello, BTC possible to 34K? Yeah, definitely possible. Oh, I want to try something. I wonder if I go to like a 2-day. I wonder if it'll do. Wow, this is interesting. This is very interesting. Can you change, like... Kind of like without the lines better. This is very interesting. Let's see. Lamo, dude, you rock. Thank you for answering. No problem, Deep Shuffle. Like I said, guys, for some reason I'm really good at this, but for some reason I just have I have smooth brain moments. I'm not the most clever man. Math with Johnny, a new mini series will be live on the 34th of April. I'm not a clever man sometimes, all right? I could be a little bit of a smooth brain. This is very interesting, actually. I wish you can like can you mess around with some of these pivots? You can't, is there any custom ability when it comes to this? What does invert pattern mean? Oh, this gives you different options. Wait, flip the pattern vertically. That's interesting. It gives you different style of, it gives you different counts. Right? ABC with a 5-wave in the C. This is showing it as a 5-wave pattern. Maybe this is a ABC. Wow, that's really interesting. I actually like that a lot. That's very interesting. I wish there was more custom ability when it comes to this. I wish you can like draw like where certain areas are, but this, if you guys are interested in LA wave theory, Tradingview provides an indicator for it now, which I find really funny actually. Oh shit, I'm sorry, I put that in twice. If you guys go to indicators, just type in LA wave. Where is it? Don't wonder if the capital did anything, but it's there. Let's see. It's only for premium subscription though, but due to that, I might consider upgrading it. It's not, but Arius, it's not. I mean, this is not a bad tool. It's interesting. It's very interesting. We go like to 1 hour. If I go back to a 2-day, where does it show? This is very interesting. I might keep this up on like a separate chart just to see how it does. I do not use Elliott Wave. Just letting you guys know, this is something I'm just experimenting with. Look at that. This is an ABC. This is very interesting. It predicts. Yeah, it does. It sticks to the rules. Like I said, I don't like Elliott Wave too much because of the predictability, or like having the ability to try to predict things isn't good for the most part. It causes a lot of confusion. It causes a lot of option paralysis of what could be happening. It's just an extra layer of trading you guys don't need. But it's interesting to see how, you know, what Tradingview provides, and from that perspective. 3-hour time frame lookup. I might have to go back to USD. Yeah, it's still showing this. I wish we can get it to draw ABC patterns. Imagine if Tradingview drops an ABC pattern thing. Because technically it is right. But the fifth wave only has to put in a higher high above the 3. That's very interesting. It doesn't really give a count on the rest of it. Let's see if I go to a 3-hour. If I go to a 3-hour and then click on it, let's see if I do, what is the inverse projection? It doesn't really, it's really no good on this one. Sorry about that. Let's see, Johnny, what are we getting for lunch? I don't know yet. My eating window, I've been intermittent fasting. I've only been eating once a day, right? But I'm eating once a day, but I try to do my best to get as much nutritional value as I can out of the meals that I get. So yesterday I had chicken, mixed vegetables, with a little bit of asparagus. I love asparagus. That, mashed potatoes. I love mashed potatoes. Had that. I also had a little like side dessert. I had like a little muffin. For some reason, I had a muffin. I had extra muffin laying around. And I was like, oh, I'll go ahead and eat it. That I also had a little bit of juice. I think what else I had. That's pretty much it. But the plate was full, so I made sure I loaded up on as much as I could. And pretty much that was it. I just ate once, and that's, yeah. So I don't know what I'm gonna eat today. My eating window is coming up around like 3:30 to 4 o'clock. I pretty much eat like once. I try to give myself a window anywhere from like 4 o'clock to 7 o'clock. But I only eat once. So what I'll do is around that time, I'll start thinking about what I want to eat. By the time I actually get it on a plate in front of me, it's like 5, 6. LOL, Dow, NASDAQ, and SPX melting. Let's see. It's still, yeah, it's been dancing around. Let's see how the DXY is doing. DXY is getting a little bit of a pump. Nice. Intermittent fasting will make a huge difference in the months and time. You'll be amazed. Oh yeah, no, trust me. I've lost a lot of weight with intermittent fasting in the past, so I know it works. The hardest part for me is like cravings and stuff like that. Like, usually what I try to do is, like I said, get as much as I can out of one meal. Sometimes it's healthier, sometimes it's not. The other day I had what was it? Monday, yeah, Monday I believe. I had Chick-fil-A. Not the healthiest choice, but I had a sandwich, fries, diet soda. I know you guys are gonna yell at me about diet soda. It's not as bad as you guys think it is. Diet soda. Went home, had a little bit of dessert. That was it. So not the healthiest, I will admit, but I tried my best to balance out. But it's still, even max calories, maybe that was like maybe 15, 1600. For me at my size, that's nothing. Let's see, drink lots of water. Yeah, this bottle here that you see, I try to fill this up at least like 3 to 4 times a day. So I'm almost, this is number, no, this is still number 1. Because technically it was like half empty this morning, filled it up, and now I'm finishing up. So by the time I finish the last stream, I should be done with this. I'll fill it up again, drink another one. By the time I get there to tonight, I'll have my 3rd. If I'm extra thirsty, I'll have a 4th. And this is 24 ounces, so you do the math on that. That's called a treat. Yeah, exactly. But still, it's still within my caloric window. At the end of the day, guys, I don't care what people say, it's calories in, calories out. Your body doesn't know the difference between, a pound of fruit and a cookie. It's the same thing. Obviously, there's other stuff and other little ingredients inside of it. Fruit has more vegetables, but if we're coming, not vegetables. I am so stupid. Vitamins. Jesus. Fruit has more vitamins. It's definitely better on the nutrition side. But at the end of the day, your body doesn't know the difference. It breaks it down all the same. So if you really wanted to, you can lose weight on McDonald's. Obviously, you don't have to eat. You have to eat much less, like very tiny portions of McDonald's. But technically, it's possible. I eat beans and tomato sauce. I don't know if that's an interesting combo, Steven. I never had that before. I don't know if I would do that. That's interesting though. DXY pump, BTC bear. Yep, there is an inverse correlation. DXY printing a little W pattern. Yes, Joe. Yes. It's called a treat. Yeah, I like to treat myself once in a while. But like I said, it's still within my caloric intake for the day. Steven, let's go BTC. Let's see what happens. Hopefully we get an answer here soon. Coyote. Evening, fellas. Coyote, did you see the indicator? Yeah, the indicator that Tradingview came out with, the ABC indicator. Not ABC, the LA wave. I thought you'd find this interesting. If I zoom out to like a 2-day, the macro count it comes up with is pretty interesting. As well as what I learned as well is if you hit inverse pattern, it'll give you a second count. It'll give you a different count. So this could be part of a larger structure here, which is pretty cool. So if you go to Tradingview indicators, type in Elliott wave, and it's this one, Elliott wave chart pattern updated. And this is a Tradingview made indicator. Let's see. Evening, fellas. Let's see. Driller, Mark Z, carbs are bad for you. Did he say something about? Did I miss something in chat that he said? But no. But Carbs, yeah, carbs and excessive amounts is bad for you. But like what I'm saying, it's at the end of the day, it's keeping good nutritional value, best nutritional value as you can, getting your vitamins in, keeping a caloric deficit. At the end of the day, if you're eating below your means, you can eat carbs. It's not gonna kill you. Oh, okay. Now I see it. Did I miss some? Oh, Drew. Wow, for some reason, some of these I changed the message to live chat, and there's a couple messages I missed. I'm so sorry, guys. The weather better. It was better the other 2 days, Drew. The other 2 days it was like 60 degrees out and sunny. So I went out, did some stuff, also got some exercise in. So it was really nice. I can't wait to do this every day. That's all I'm going to say. I have a lot of books to catch up and listen to. So I got to read. So what I going to revisit Trading in the Zone again. I do that. I try to do it at least 2 to 3 times a year. So last time I read it was towards like the end of October. No, end of September-ish. I reread Trading in the Zone. So I'm definitely due for it again soon. White sugar is so bad for you. Splenda is worse. How do I say this? It's not bad in moderation. And there's been studies out there to where everything about aspartame is a lot of people have it wrong. That's my opinion. I'm not sure, maybe things have updated, but but going back probably almost 10 years ago, I had to do a research paper for a class that I did, and I looked at I looked into some of the studies when it comes to aspartame and basically effects on the body. It's bad if you already are unhealthy, from what I remember. But one of the main things is that people were overhyping how bad it is because how do I say this? I really don't. It's hard for me to give context. I don't remember too much of the paper. The one main study that I remember is that they experimented on rats with aspartame. They gave rats the equivalent to a human as drinking 8 liters of diet soda with no water, and that's when they started noticing serious negative health side effects, damage to the organs, damage to the kidneys, liver. And so obviously humans are a little bit different, but based off the studies and based off the research I remember, in order for you to actually have substantial amount of damage done to your body when it comes to drinking diet soda, you would have to drink like 2 to 3 liters every day without drinking water, without staying hydrated, without having a healthy diet. If you're already diabetic or having massive like health issues due to diet, yes, it's going to make things worse. But if you're a healthy individual, exercising every day, eating right, having 2 cans of diet soda is not going to hurt you. But I agree. Yes, white sugar is bad. Splenda is bad in excessiveness. Anything in moderation is not bad. Let's see. Okay. No, I have seen other wave indicators. They are normally wrong in some way. Well, I've seen that doesn't follow the rules. I have found. Technically, I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and argue semantics, but without looking at like just looking off of structure itself, it actually doesn't do a bad job. This is so you can consider this a 5-way count or an ABC flat. It doesn't really go over the flat pattern, but to be honest, it's not the worst. It's not the worst I've seen, Coyote. Let's see. Sugar is a carb, but general carbs are bad. Let's see. But carbs, yeah. Like I said, Druther, everything, and if anything in moderation, it's not bad. Gotta be Drew, right? Okay, how's it going? Beautiful day. So loving it. You well? Okay, 6-hour time frame BTC. One interesting comment I read is that if you want to live longer, simply yes, Druther, that is true. Yes. Humans are meant to survive of extended periods of time without food. Doesn't mean, obviously, we can't compare stuff to the caveman ages. But yes, if you want to live longer, generally, you want to be at a lower weight. You want to eat less. And that will carry your life out a lot longer. Let's see. Carbs may be bad, but man, I do love some beer. Having a cold one after a long day at work, updating my charts, can't complain. That's awesome here, Coyote. Look up Sugar Brain. I've seen that. I've seen stuff on that. I don't 100% agree with it. I don't remember. I have to look up exactly what. Shall I do it now? Yeah, but a lot of this is due to diabetes. It has severe consequences on your brain if you have diabetes. Like I said, if you're a normal functioning human, healthy, active, taking care of yourself, sugar is not going to rot your brain. Let's see. Interesting. Okay. My great grandmother drank sweet and low with her unsweet tea for 70 years. She lived until she was 99. Exactly, Druther. Exactly. It's all right, but I'm balls deep and going on it manually. I would rather learn to properly have good success. Yeah, no, definitely. Studies have proven sugar is 8 more times addictive than cocaine. Yes, I have heard that. That is generally true. Food Triangle is a scam. Yeah, I agree. I agree, Mark Z. BTC 2-hour time frame, yeah. No, gotta really look into it. Sugar causes brain fog. Did I miss something? I briefly scanned. The first thing I saw was... You look at the fog. Let's see. Short-term exposure to diet high in fat and sugar or liquid sugar. All right, let's see. So we have an actual study here. You know, guys don't believe me? I'm reading this right now. Let's see, we chow, blah, 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 10% sucrose, okay. In 1 week, behind energy groups played. Half of sugar baskets can be 4 times more energy. Where's the conclusion? I want to know what the comparisons were. Because one of the things that I look for in rat studies is what the equivalent to human exposure is. because you can compare what you give to rats to humans. It's not accurate. It's not the most accurate, but you can give comparisons. This study doesn't really do that. Let's see. Let's see. Rapidly expanding human literature shows that diet heights. Okay, age groups. It also doesn't tell me how much sugar they're. Like, what is? It says high fat, high sugar. What is? They're not giving me exact. They're not giving me numbers here. Oh wait, maybe they are. Rats. Chow 206 plus 3 grams of sugar. Still doesn't give me exact. What I have seen consistently when it comes to stuff like this, I'm not saying you're wrong, Mark C. What I am saying is that they like to loop in this in a category mostly targeted for people with type 2 diabetes. And that is a lot of people here in the US. Like, obviously, in other parts of the world, it's different. But yes, you are right. That's absolutely right. If you already are pre-exposed to diabetes, like I said, this goes back to what I'm saying before. Anything in moderation won't kill you. Anything in moderation won't cause any significant trauma. It won't cause degradation of the brain. It won't cause brain fog. If you have a soda, it's not going to kill you. It's not going to ruin your day. I think if you have anything in excessive amounts, yes, I agree, Mark. I think it does definitely cause an impact. But it seems like the common theme of a lot of these articles is that they like to mention type 2 diabetes a lot. They don't really talk about the impact of a normal functioning healthy human or an athlete. They don't really talk about that. Everyone talks about being big oil, but no one talks about big grain companies in reference to food triangle. Can't scan over your health, brother. Yeah, absolutely, Mark C. Health is very important. Well, I'm glad I TP'd LTC short from Dono 2 last night. It is flying right over now. For me, best thing I've done to lose weight is do push-ups in the morning, eat chicken. Yeah, that's a basic diet. It's healthy. You're exercising every day. That's more than what most people do. FBK Nismo. I'll definitely get the job done. We dumpy right now. A pizza week never killed anyone. The first soda isn't the killer, it's the addiction. Sugar was never a commodity, so why OD on it? Yeah, I agree. A lot of people. Doctors recommend soda for children during diarrhea. Oh my god. Ask for delivery on foot. And I think addiction is also personality as well. I think addiction in how do I say this? Some people have very addictive personalities. I do. Especially losing weight to drink black coffee and smoke cigarettes, you wouldn't even want to eat food. Replacing water with soda is dangerous, yes. See, BTC dumped. It's a little move. It's a little move deshuffle. I get you. I know the feeling, but it's a small move. I quit it back to 90 and 110. Yeah, and like I said, it's easy for people to get addicted to soda. I definitely agree. It's is it easier to say yes to stay away from it? Absolutely. One of the things I've learned is that you don't have to, when it comes to weight loss and lifestyle changes. Well, actually, no. When it comes to weight loss, it should be more about a lifestyle change, not a hardcore diet. Right? Hardcore dieting often leads to rebounding very easily. If you can find a better lifestyle change that you can stick to for decades, that is what's most important. Going from 100 to 0, it's very hard for people to stay at 0. If that makes sense. If you go from, drinking a lot of sugar to nothing, it's very hard for people to maintain. But for me, what I have seen, what I have done, all right, and I've also helped people, I've helped friends of mine kind of get a better grasp on changing not just diet but better lifestyle choices, is that it's better to expose yourself to some after going back to it a lot, if that makes sense. You're less likely to go ahead and rebound if you can go ahead and maintain a better lifestyle change than it is to go very, very strict diet after being very bad when it comes to food choices. That's my experience. Doing some sort of crash diet is not really the best thing. What I found to be the most productive, the most helpful, is to allow people to go ahead and have a treat, have a soda, if they want to have some sort of snack in between. At the end of the day, it's about calories in, calories out. If you can maintain your calories, keep them on track, long as you hit your goal, calorie goal and nutrient goal. Obviously, the macros like proteins, fats, sugars, carbs. As long as you can maintain those goals, that's going to be more consistent in the longer term as more of a lifestyle choice than just cutting carbs out completely. I'm not saying it doesn't work. It does work. The problem is maintaining that. It is a lot harder to maintain that kind of diet than it is to, over the course of time, change the structure of your lifestyle and incorporate things in moderation. Let's see. Take a look at the DXY. I can see putting in a lower low, gave us a nice long ABC. You're talking about the larger one, Coyote, because I did mention that. That's the one I've been looking at. Let's see. Best thing I ever did is a keto diet. Cleared up brain fog I didn't know I had. Lost 110 pounds and cleared up my food addiction. That's awesome, brother. That's awesome. BTC is dumping high or low. BTC is not dumping high or low. It's still too early to call. 29K. Hardcore diets leads to loose skin. I agree, Vlad. Anyone got any long setups? All I see is shorts. Need me some longs. AVAX had a decent one, Coyote, but I haven't taken it. Protein diet is best with low calorie. Still no higher high with open interest on weekly time frame. That's not bullish for me. I slightly disagree with that. I went from keto on 2 weeks. I lost all food type cravings. I was either hungry or not. Yeah, that's the one. The problem is how the human body is built. It's easier to stack fat than muscles. You need to trick the body to turn things into energy, then into muscle exercises. Yes, and I think that's important. That's very, very important, Vlad. I think with someone like me, I'll give you an example. I have a very addictive personality. Oh, here's David's song. I have a very addictive personality. All right, so for me, a lot of the times, it's easier for me to go to 100 to 0. If that makes sense. If I really want to dedicate on losing weight, I can go from one extreme to the other. I can maintain that. A lot of the times that carries over to my work. When I'm not live streaming, when I'm not doing these things, I am constantly doing something. either watching other people's channels, understanding how they do things, researching how they set up maybe their live stream setups or what they talk about, the TA. I'm just getting different perspectives. I'm always constantly figuring out ways or thinking of ways to improve the channel. I'm always constantly on, like, I am addicted to, right now, I'm addicted to trying to get work done. I'm addicted to trying to progress in the channel, trying to build something. For me, it's either on or off. I can never be in the middle. And I'm sure on some things that's not really good. I understand that. I'm doing a better job of trying to grasp that, but that's just an example. For those people like that, yes, brother, I 100% agree with you. I 100% agree with Mark as well. For me, it's for those type of people, yes, you should be going from 100 to as strict as possible, from as loose as possible to as strict as possible. Me personally, from what I've seen, there's different variations of addictive personality. Some people are different than others. From what I have seen, the majority of people are not like me, are not 100% or either. They're very in the middle. For people who are in the middle, it's not good for them to go from very loose diet to very strict diet. For most people, they have to go ahead and wean off and just change certain things. For people who like have personalities like me, yes, I can instantly flip a switch and if I really wanted to. And that's why it's kind of hard for me to stick to stuff, because at the moment, all my focus is on work right now. Once I get that a little bit more established, once I get the channel and stuff more established to where I don't have to worry about it as much. I mean, I'm not saying I don't worry about it or I worry about it a lot. Obviously, I want to grow as a channel. I want to grow as a content creator. I want to be able to show you guys how to be able to do this stuff and also provide good information. But at the same time, it's going to get to a point to where, you know, I'm going to have a good amount of subscribers, a good amount of viewers. The algorithm is going to carry me a lot further than it is now. Just because of the consistency of in the viewership. Obviously, as things increase, my channel is going to get more out there. I understand that. So at some point, I won't have to focus as much, especially when I have everything that I want to have on the back end established. From there, I can go ahead and be more proactive towards something else. I'm not saying I'm using that as an excuse. That's just how I am. So for people like me, yes, absolutely. It's important to flip a switch to go from very clean to very healthy. The problem with that is maintaining it. Brother, can you sit here and tell me, if you could sit here and tell me that you can maintain this diet for another 5 to 10 years without going back, then yeah, go for it. But for me, most people won't be able to maintain a lifestyle like that. Low carb, low calorie, not eating any sugars. It's hard to maintain that for most people. Exactly. If you don't eat carbs, it's very difficult for the human body to store energy. It forces it to burn it. Yeah. And like I said, it's all about calories. I'm telling you, it's about calories. You can sit here and eat 10 pounds of meat. I promise you, you will not lose weight on if you're eating over your caloric limit, even if it's keto. If you're eating your caloric intake, you will not lose weight. Let's see. CK Mora agreed. Low carb, high protein diet is the best. Best thing about keto now is that there's snacks you can buy. We want to treat, but it won't kill your diet. Government's trying to kill us all, starting with our water and our air. You go to other countries, they don't have all the BS. I agree. I think there's a lot things that, how to say this? There's a lot of things in this country that are definitely not good for us here. Let's see. I've been on keto for 5 years. I only got off for a couple months in COVID. That's awesome, brother. I'm not saying you can't do it. I'm trying to put things from a more general idea. I'm saying most people are going to have a hard time keeping that over a long term. Some people can, most can't. Silver Sword, thank you so much for subscribing, my friend. If you're here listening in the stream right now, you know, say hi in chat. Would love to meet you. Thank you so much for subscribing, though. I do appreciate it. I can't believe there are people out there who believe you're actually supposed to consume tons of bread every day. The food pyramid is the worst thing to happen to us. I agree, Shaking More. I think consuming a lot of stuff like that is not good. Everything, you can consume things in moderation. I absolutely agree. Let's see. You don't burn stores as fat. I'm not sure what you don't burn stores as fat. As long as you don't consume sugar, you'll lose weight. Sugar literally atrophies the brain. We were never supposed to consume it. We make it naturally when we eat protein. Yes, that's kind of true, Seeking More. That's mostly towards people who already have an insulin resistance problem or diabetes. Like I said, most people who have a healthy lifestyle, who eat and train every day, who are athletes, I'm not saying I'm one, I'm just saying there's people who are active in their life, a soda is not going to rot your brain. I think overconsumption of anything is bad. You should be able to have a balanced diet with things in moderation. As long as you don't consume sugar, you'll lose weight. Sugar literally atrophies the brain when we were never supposed to consume it. We make it naturally when we eat protein. It's about you're right in a way, but it's about calories in, calories out. Let's see. I'll have to go see you later. Thank you so much, Steven. I do appreciate it. Yeah, with keto, you have to think of it as a lifestyle change, not a diet, along the lines of what you were saying. Sugar addictions are hard to overcome in the beginning, but just like soda, once you give it up, you won't miss it. Yeah, like I said, it's about understanding what's the best for most people in their situations. It's not about just diet, it's about lifestyle choices. Most people can't handle keto for multiple extended periods of time. That's why I think maintaining just on caloric deficits and being responsible with minimal sugar intake is okay. It literally does. That's why there's a type 3 diet. Yes, but in order for you to get a type 3, you have to consume excess amounts of sugar. That's what I'm trying to say, is if you have a soda every day and you're healthy and you're active in your lifestyle, you're never going to get to that point. I can promise you that. But the problem is most people aren't like that, and they consume an abundance of sugar. That's where the problem comes from. Wait, what? There's a new sub pop up? Yeah, I added that a little while ago. So it doesn't work for every single subs. It only for what I've noticed is if people have their subscriptions active, if they don't have like active lists, if they don't have a private list of subscribers, I do get that notification. I've also had pizza for lunch for the past 10 days. I work next to an amazing Italian restaurant. Again, I did a discount. It would be rude not to. Oh, Coyote. Let's see. Good. CK Mora. If you don't eat carbs, too much protein converts to glucose via glycogenesis. Yeah, all food pretty much besides fat, anything you put in your body converts into glucose. Prophet said when you eat, you should have 1/3 food, 1/3 water, and leave 1/3 for oxygen. That's pretty good. Most Americans do, though. The average American consumes 60 grams, and the triple the amount of women are supposed to have, and about double for men. I agree, CK Mora. I agree. I think a lot of people are overly consuming sugar. Absolutely. That is the problem. I 100% agree. I think if people can understand and prioritize their health better and focus on lifestyle changes, I think, but that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. I saw something on the internet to where I think over close to 50% of the world's population, not just the US, the world's population by 2030 is going to be obese, which is insane. It's fine. I'm skinny. Sugar restricts blood flow and closes the veins. Also causes bad eyesight, which is common in diabetes. Yeah. Like I said, when it comes, this is what The problem with some of this is that a lot of people eat things in excessive amounts. Like I said, it all comes back to what I said. Having one soda, if you're active, being healthy, making good lifestyle choices, will not cause these issues. But most people, I will 10,000% agree with everyone out here. Most people are not doing that. So yes, in that case, you're absolutely right. Mark C, CK Mora, those people should be, nope, I just knocked my phone off the desk. You should be cutting out sugar completely out of your diet to help you out at first. But I think if you're active in your life, there's nothing wrong with excessive amounts started to a habit not recognized. Exactly. Yep, I agree. Absolutely, Mark Z. Hold on, my phone fell. All right, let's see. We've been going for about 2 hours here. Let's go ahead and play some Wordle. Why does World of Warships keep coming up? I never played that game. Why is my Reaper up? I'm sorry, I didn't know how that project open. The Reaper open. Huh, interesting. Where's my charts? All right, so you guys don't know what Wordle is? We go ahead and this is a game where you got to guess a 5-letter word within 6 tries. I usually like to do the first mover to. Oh, we got a lot of good letters here today. Yes, Mark, I do agree with you as well. Like I said, I think most people have that problem, but I think it can. I think if everything else in your life is in check, there's nothing wrong with taking a break every once in a while. War Thunder is the best. Tanks all day. I never played it. I don't know why it keeps popping on my feed. I never played it. Maybe I looked it up. I don't remember. Audio, I is in the 4th spot. D is in here as well. Plaid? Okay. What do you guys think? David? All right, so it's an AID at the end. We got a PL that doesn't work. What do you guys think? Come on, give me some other guesses, guys. We're doing this as a team, as a community. Team Wordle. Braid, that's a good one. Didn't even think of that. It's not braid. Is Quaid? Is it Quaalude? Like Quaalude? Ah, Quaid's not a word. You're not going to guess this one. My suggestion is to eliminate more letters. This is a tough one. Druther, you're scaring me, man. You're scaring me. The fact that you said that. God damn it. Sorry, hold on. Someone's been spam texting me. I kind of have to answer this. My suggestion is to come up with a new word with your remaining letters. Is it really that bad? Like, am I really not gonna do it? Am I able to figure it out? I'll give it a second just because I want to answer these text messages. So I know there's a we have a G, we have a T, we have an S, we have an E. Those are the main letters that stick out to me. And also N. Maybe do... no. Maybe train? Okay, there's a T in there. Is trade, like, is that a word? No, there's no R. So if there's no R, there's a T. It's got to be an S. Is straight a word? Is stayed? Is stayed a word? It's got to be that because there's nothing else with ends with the like K that does. It's got to be an S. Fade. Yeah, it's got to be stayed. Yeah, it's got to be stayed. Oh wait. It's got to be stayed. There we go. That was a tough one, Druther. That was a tough one. I guess train because I wanted to keep the AI in there. AI. I wanted to keep the AI in there. I knew N was a letter I wanted to get rid of. I know we already used R, so I said screw it. What the fuck is stayed? Let's look up stayed. Stayed means the sedate, sedate, respectable, and adventurous. Weird. That's the definition of stayed. We need a Drew. We need a short bus version, not made up words. I love that. That's awesome. Definition is even more confusing. Yeah, I honestly would if I didn't figure out, if I didn't say train, I probably would have never guessed that. But it's just about process of elimination. I need a new pair of headphones, man. This cable is absolutely screwed. Short bus version. No, that was really good, man. Steven, I have no idea what you just said. I know that's a different language. Dutch. Okay. All right, y'all. I'll gotta run some errands. Catch you on the flippy. Thank you so much, Joe, for stopping by, my friend. I do appreciate it. I'll stay here for a little bit longer. Yes, I actually have some. I actually got to focus on good amounts as well. You know what? Maybe I'll just call it as well. To be honest, I'll do a last call. If anybody has any questions about what's going on, what do you guys see here today? If you have any questions about the strategy, if you have any questions about how we approach our trading, please let me know. This is kind of a last call scenario. I'll give you guys a little bit to respond, a little bit of time, but if not, I'm gonna go ahead and call it here. I really do appreciate it, guys. We've been going for 2 hours today. I really do greatly appreciate the support. Thank you guys so much for watching. Druther, Drew, Joe, Steven, Coyote, everyone who's been here today. Mark Z, CK Mora, D Shuffle, Vlad, let's see. If I missed you, I'm sorry. Tim, Khan, everyone who's been here today, thank you so much. Thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. I do appreciate it. Be good, be safe. All right, trade the plan. We got to be patient, guys. We'll wait to see what happens. Remember the pivots that matter. So until then, love you guys. Thank you guys so much. I'll catch you guys on. Oh, I'm not going to see you this weekend. Have a good weekend. Good rest of the weekend. Hope you guys have a good time. I'll be here on Sunday. We'll be going over the plan for what we're going to looking for next week. So I am looking forward to that. So thank you guys so much. Thanks again for the support. Love you. Take care. Be safe. See you on the next one.